warm welcome to Daily Dispatch, a show that gives you all the latest news and updates from the digital ecosystem. I'm Priya Sheth. Thank you very much for logging in. Time now to get you all the top news stories that we've been tracking for you this evening. Well, first up, amid the second wave of COVID-19, Google is testing a new feature in Google Maps to locate available hospital beds and medical oxygen in India. This new feature, currently in its pilot stage, uses the Q&A function in Google Maps to allow people to ask about and share local information on the availability of beds and medical oxygen in select locations. Well, moving on to the second headline of the day, e-commerce company Snapdeal has launched Sanjeevani to connect COVID-19 patients with potential plasma donors. Sanjeevani was first launched to help employees of Snapdeal find possible donors, but the e-commerce platform has now opened this for everybody. Well, analytics-based B2B risk management and monitoring platform Rubix Data Sciences has raised 6.2 crore rupees in its seed round of funding. The round saw participation from institutional investor Cactus Venture Partners, family offices, and high net worth individuals. The fresh fund will be used to enhance the technology and analytics capabilities of Rubix ARMS platform. Well, moving on to the final headline of the day, microblogging giant Twitter has donated $15 million to help address the COVID-19 crisis in India. The amount has been donated to 3 non-governmental organizations, CARE, Aid India, and Seva International USA. Well, moving on to our second segment, I have with me someone from the diagnostics space. I have with me Vikas Gupta from My Diagnostics. Thank you very much for joining us on the Daily Dispatch. I want to begin by asking you, we're amid the second wave of the pandemic, lots of people wanting to get their tests done. At My Diagnostics, what has been your experience? What kind of tests are people opting for at this point in time?
Right. So I think a lot of people are looking for the COVID RT-PCR test. And the important thing is they're looking to get it done at home. So along with it, the people who are tested positive, then they go for the next series of tests to understand what is their COVID infection risk, which are things like the inflammation markers to D-dimer, the clotting risk, etc. Our experience has been that now customers are reaching out largely over internet channels. They are reaching out through various other methods. They want to test done at home. They want the results immediately. They want the booking slots immediately. So plus there is another segment of customers, who are still doing the test for their regular, health checks and other stuff. But largely we have seen a lot of COVID related test search that is happening at this moment.
If you can give us a quantum in terms of how many, so I believe you offer the entire bouquet of COVID-19 testing at My Diagnostics. So if you could give us a sense as to over the last 1 month, 1.5 months when this infection has peaked, what has been the quantum of such testing that's taken place on your platform as compared to the first wave?
Yeah, so as compared to the first wave, I think in second wave, this has increased by almost 10 times. 10 to 15 times increase is what we are seeing. And we've also expanded our coverage in multiple cities. So that is another factor that has, that has helped us, or that has increased the numbers. So roughly around 10 to 15 times increase is what we are seeing this time during the second wave as compared to the first wave.
Right. I want to ask you about your entire bouquet of services that you are available on your website. You have several categories that you cover as we speak. So I wanted to understand in terms of 2021, what has been your roadmap, because considering that this pandemic is here to stay for a while, so which pockets within your diagnostic segments are you anticipating a growth for at My Diagnostics?
Yeah, so for 2021, our focus is to expand the access and improve the turnaround time. So COVID-related tests are an important area where people need those tests at home. They need faster turnaround time. So we will definitely be focusing on that. Second areas, we believe that as the pandemic eases down, and as the number of cases comes down, there will still be certain COVID related tests regarding the travel related requirements that may come in. So those anyways part of the COVID, but largely people will tend to invest or look towards more holistic way of preventive health. So that's where our product or services related to gut health and immunity and microbiome analysis, some of those advanced stuffs, metabolism tests, these are the segments which is likely to pick up. And we are seeing that inquiries coming in from our customers, and they are talking about they are looking to avail these services. And so because now one thing that has changed is that pandemic, the including first wave, second wave, we understand that the preventive and the internal immunity and the overall holistic health development has become really fundamental. So these two segments will continue to, while the COVID surge is there, we are hoping that it should come down very soon. And we will continue to focus and deliver our best services in that area. Having said that, the prevention line of things with focus towards advanced stuff like gut and immunity will also.
Just for the understanding of our audiences, I wanted to ask you, what about the testing? Do you have your own series of labs where these tests are conducted, or do you have tie-ups with other labs for the services? Because, at this point in time, there are so many diagnostic players in the market.
Right.
There are big established chains like a Metropolis and others that are also doing tests at home. So why should somebody come to My Diagnostics, when other bigger labs as well are offering these services?
Right. So I think that's a very good question. So overall, if you look at the way the My Diagnostics is structured, is that we do not have our own labs. We work with the best of the labs, whether it is Metropolis or whether it is Lalpath or it is Strand Life Sciences or any of the labs. So we have aggregated and curated the set of tests and brought it into a platform where it is easy for the consumers through our interface to pick and select the test that they're looking for and schedule those tests at home. While they do the scheduling at home, then the entire tracking and tracing of their appointments till the reporting is what My Diagnostics provides. So while some of these tests may be available in Metropolis site or Lalpath Lab site, but if you're looking at a single place where you will find the tests which are relevant to the prevention and overall immunity and those functional areas, that is where the My Diagnostics comes into picture. So the way we have curated these tests, the way we have operationalized using our ground teams who are able to go and pick up those samples and provide that end-to-end tracking and transparency to the consumers. And that is the reason why the consumers come to us, they stay with us, and they look to improve their health overall. I'll give you another example. So for example, if you have to look towards a gut health, then there are tests which are in a much better cost and price points with some labs. For example, if it is food intolerance versus microbiome analysis. So if you have to do these series of tests, you will not find in one lab who does it very well. So we go to each and every labs and see that which tests are provided by which labs at the best price point, at the best quality. And how do we deliver it at home with the end-to-end experience of a healthcare, which helps them right from order booking to tracking to deliver the reports. At the same time, we enable the next level of consults with some of the specialists that we have.
Right. Two questions. So one is, of course, in terms of your kind of growth in customer base and business that you've seen over the last 6 to 8 months with this pandemic. And secondly, in terms of diversification and expansion of services, are you looking at adding more categories within your fold?
I think growth, on the growth side of things, we have seen almost 500% growth in the company. And the growth is also a function of, how many cities we are able to, reach out. So using our digital marketing and digital technology, we focus heavily on the search engine optimization, because we believe that intent-based reaching out to people and becoming a very consumer-first organization is an important thing, that we should be reachable, highly reachable. the test or the things that they're looking for, it should be well understood. So there's an element of market education that is there. So that is the reason why we have seen that level of growth. In terms of diversification, largely, I think the portfolio that we have, there are certain emerging categories. For example, as I talked about, the entire gut health related stuff, the entire vitality, the entire overall holistic development, that itself is an emerging category. So that category is maturing right now. And we believe that there's going to be a lot of pull through. So we certainly will not innovate or look to diversify any other. We just want to consolidate and focus in these areas right now. Because one is, if you look at COVID related or the general prevention, general clinical diagnostics, that is anyways is an established segment. The one on the functional side of things, functional diagnostics focused towards gut and holistic, that's an emerging thing and which is maturing right now. So we will continue to work on these two areas and make sure that the newer forms of test, including not only just test but test and treat cycle, is available to a lot of consumers.
What kind of revenue model are you following at this point in time? Are you doing a commission kind of model based on tests with other labs, etc.?
Well, we have worked out the rates. It's not a commission based, but you can think about that they run the test on our behalf. So we design what is a panel, what is a test that is required for our consumers, and then we give it to them, and then they run the test, and then we get the reports. So we have those B2B rates tied up with them. So that is how. So there are two ways into this. If you look at it, the lab will say, okay, look, these are my bouquet of tests. You go and sell it, or and that is a commission-based thing that works. But in our case, the test curation, the things that will go into the packages, the things, the entire product catalog, that is designed and owned by us, whereas the labs run it on behalf of us. And we have those B2B rates.
Right. I want to ask you in terms of fundraising, are you looking at raising funds at this point in time? It looks like a lot of startups, specifically in the health tech space, have been looking at raising some amount of funds.
We are in the process to raise funds. We started this activity, and yes, we are looking to raise funds, and we are already in the process of doing that. We believe that that 60 million households in India at this moment are e-health ready. So how do we enable the through My Diagnostics truly hospital grade care from the diagnostics perspectives? So it's not only just the for example, we are doing certain blood diagnostics to regular other tests, including ECG at home, including few other things like we talked about, the gut microbiome analysis and so on and so forth. So there is a gamut of series of tests which enables a person, whether a healthy person or a person who is seeking certain care for certain medical condition, to be able to trust the brand and be able to schedule these bookings through us, and we should be able to deliver these tests at home. So the focus is more towards how do we increase the access, how do we increase the speed of collecting the samples to giving the results. At this point in time, one thing we have understood during the second wave is that time is very important. That when the person starts to experience the symptoms to the time when the person receives a report, that has to be very fast. So everything is focused towards increasing the speed, increasing the access points, and that is where we are looking to raise investments to be able to provide access to those 60 million households who are e-health ready at this moment.
How much are you looking at raising at this point?
Well, we are looking to raise around $2 million at this moment.
All right. On that note, many thanks for joining us today, and we wish you all the very best in your growth journey in helping so many households access to e-health. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Well, time now to wrap up this edition of the Daily Dispatch. I'll catch you tomorrow at 5 p.m. Goodbye and stay safe.